Hi, everybody. A little late here with the reading. Things got away from me today, but here we go. When We Were Very Young, a book of poems by A. Milne. Where do I start here? Hoppity. Christopher Robin goes hoppity, 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 hop. Whenever I tell him to politely stop it, he says he can't possibly stop. If he stopped hopping, he couldn't go anywhere. Poor little Christopher couldn't go anywhere. That's why he always goes hoppity, 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 hop. At home. I want a soldier in a busby. I want a soldier to come and play with me. I'd give him cream cakes, big ones, sugar ones. I'd give him cream cakes and cream for his tea. I want a soldier, a tall one, a red one. I want a soldier who plays the drum. Daddy's going to get one. He's written to the shop man. Daddy's going to get one as soon as he can come. The wrong house. Well, we've all been there. I went into a house, and it wasn't a house. It has great big steps and a great big hall, but it hasn't got a garden. It isn't like a house at all. I went into a house, and it wasn't a house. It has a big garden and a great high wall, but it hasn't got a maytree. It isn't like a house at all. I went into a house, and it wasn't a house. Slow petals from the maytree fall, but it hasn't got a blackbird. It isn't like a house at all. I went to a house, and I thought it was a house. I could hear from the maytree the blackbird call, but nobody listened to it. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted it at all. Oh, that took a dark turn. Summer afternoon. 6 brown cows walked down to drink, and all the little fishes blew bubbles at the mayfly. Splash goes the first as he comes to the brink. Swish go the tails of the 5 who follow. 12 brown cows been drinking there, and all the little fishes went waggle tail, 6 from the water and 6 from the air. Up and down the river darts a blue-black swallow. Oh, that was abrupt. The Dormouse and the Doctor. There once was a dormouse who lived in a bed of delphinium blue and geraniums red, and all day long he ate a wonderful view of geraniums red and delphiniums blue. A doctor came hurrying around, and he said, "Tut, tut, I'm sorry to find you in bed. Just say 99 while I'd look at your chest. Don't you find chrysanthemums answer the best?" The dormouse looked around at the view and replied, when he'd said 99, that he'd tried, and much of the most answering things that he knew were geraniums red and delphiniums blue. The doctor stood frowning and shaking his head, and he took up his shiny silk hat as he said, "What the patient requires is a change," and he went to see some chrysanthemum people in Kent. The dormouse lay there and gazed at the view of geraniums red and delphiniums blue, and he knew there was nothing he wanted instead of geraniums blue, or delphiniums blue and geraniums red. The doctor came back, and to show what he meant, he had some chrysanthemum cuttings from Kent. "Now these," he remarked, "give a much better view than geraniums red and delphiniums blue." And they took out their spades, and they dug up the bed of delphiniums blue and geraniums red and planted chrysanthemums yellow and white. "And now," said the doctor, "we'll soon have you right." The dormouse looked out and said with a sigh, "I suppose all these people know better than I. It was silly, perhaps. I did like the view of geraniums red and delphiniums blue." The doctor came round and examined his chest, ordered him nourishment, tonic, and rest. "How very effective," he said as he shook the thermometer. "All these chrysanthemums look." The dormouse turned over to shut out the sight of endless chrysanthemums, yellow and white. How lovely, he thought, to be back in a bed of geraniums blue and delphiniums red. The doctor said, "Tut, it's another attack," and ordered the milk and massage on the back and freedom from worry and drives in a car and murmured how sweet your chrysanthemums are. Oh. The dormouse lay there with his paws in his eyes and imagined himself such a pleasant surprise. I'll pretend the chrysanthemums turned to a bed of delphiniums blue and geraniums red. Man, that is quite a stain. The doctor next morning was rubbing his hands and said, "There's no one quite understands the cases I do. The cures have begun. How fresh the chrysanthemums look in the sun." The dormouse lay happy. His eyes were so tight he could see no chrysanthemums, yellow or white, and all that he felt at the back of his head were delphiniums blue and geraniums red. And this is the reason, Aunt Emily said, if a dormouse gets into a chrysanthemum bed, you will find, so Aunt Emily says, that he lies fast asleep with his front big paws to his eyes. I kind of stumbled that around a little bit, but wow, what the heck happened to this book? Anyway, so good night, folks. You probably heard, and there'll be messages tomorrow. Take care.